Cuddy on Moon is just somber and fucking like singy and emotional. And it's like, yo, you had an opportunity to fucking
go crazy,
go nuts. Mm-hmm. But then that seems to be the consensus with a lot of the music, because there are a lot of fucking angry niggas out there. Like, yo, why you take away my
man? He took my style. Not that Drake is really on my Instagram listening to how I sing in the car, but it's like, damn, I do this all the time. What the fuck?
It's a 120.
That second part, that I don't know. Who the fuck you heard do that? Me.
That's you,
I put that in all of my shit.
Oh my God. Infinity.
Like I was saying, man, I listen to some music, man. You ready? You ready to get into it?
Yeah, I'm done fucking with Gibby.
So Saturday, that's when Kanye released his long-awaited album. He was doing weird shit leading up to it too. Like he was going to stadiums and he was wearing shit that said Donda on his shirt and vests. Mm-hmm. He was wearing face masks, like full masks, just over his face, looking like the N1 nigga, but just in black. Like he was doing a lot of wild shit. What? And I was just like, yo, Kanye is a magnificent artist, man. But at this point, he said a lot of shit where it's like, I don't want to hear him talk anymore. Like, I want to hear the music that you put out, and that's it. I don't really want to hear your perspective on things. I don't want to watch your interviews. You did this to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I understand a lot of it was maybe due to his mental health or whatever, but there's a thin line where it's like, okay, are you mentally on the right path right now and you're just saying shit you believe to troll, or you're just trying to market your album? So it's like, I don't really get into what he's doing with all the extracurricular bullshit anymore. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hear the music and I want to hear what's going on. So it comes out with Donda. Mm-hmm. And it's long as shit.
27 of them things.
It's 27 tracks, and it's an hour and 48 minutes. In the era that we're in now, bro, albums don't be that long, bro. They be about 13 tracks, might be 60 minutes, might be 50. You know what I'm saying? But this was a lot, man. And I'm gonna ask you first before I get into my deep dive into it. You listened to it, right? Mm-hmm. How did you feel about it overall as a project?
Overall as a project,
right?
I thought it was self-serving. I thought it was. I thought it lacked a certain Kanye luster. I felt it was a overreach. I felt like it was a. What am I trying to say? It felt like it was like just a gimmick.
A gimmick.
Like with all of the media and everything leading up to it, like the stadium shit, the listening, the listening party and like all that shit, just all that extra fucking bullshit. Even just the random names like, oh yeah, he's recording with so and so, he's recording with so and so, he's recording with so and so. Well, I expected something so much bigger. Right. I expected something that was like Graduation-esque. You know what I mean? My Twisted Dark-esque. What we got was a bait and switch, in my opinion. Like, you draw us in with all the visuals. You draw us in with all the fucking mystery and the allure.
Right.
And all of the fucking just Kanyeism that you've been doing for the past however fucking long. And then when we get here, it's like, damn. Like you ever see those like just like some TV show where niggas invite niggas over for a party and then niggas actually show up to the party and realize that damn, you ain't got shit for the party.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like this album was.
It was, I mean, well,
no, I don't know if you're ready. Whenever you're ready to break down track, if we're going to break down track to track, or at least pick the faves. That was just my overall stance on the album is that I have a couple particular gripes that is it cool? I'll say it. We have my favorite track on the album. It's called Remote Control.
Right.
Amazing, right? Amazing. 100. I think it has a Young Thug feature, which I absolutely hate. Right? I absolutely fucking hate it. You want to know why? Because when the song comes on, who does it sound like should be on there?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
It immediately sounds like Travis Scott and Kid Cudi are on the song.
My nigga.
Immediately.
My nigga.
Right.
My nigga. It made no sense that they were not on there, right? So this is a Cudi beat. This is a Travis beat. This is a Travis melody,
For sure.
Cudi melody. I was waiting for the heavens to break and Cudi hum. Like I was waiting for it.
So was I.
It did not happen. Now Kanye did a great job with his shit. Got it on remote control.
Yeah.
That shit was amazing.
It's perfect.
Amazing. And then Young Thug comes on and it's just like, yo, who put diarrhea on this cake? Why did you do that? Like, who did that?
Doogie on Cake's wild.
Like, who did that? So you have that. So I'm upset that Cudi and or Travis wasn't on that song.
So am I.
So I'm like, all right, you know, I'm going song for song. The very next song on that is called Moon. And lo and behold, your boy Kid Cudi is on that track, and it sucks. It just wasn't what I was expecting. I wanted Cudi on Remote Control, and then he gave him to us on Moon, but the Cudi on Moon is just somber and fucking like singy and emotional, and it's like, yo, you had an opportunity to fucking
go crazy,
go nuts. But then that seems to be the consensus with a lot of the music, because there are a lot of fucking angry niggas out there like, yo, why you take away my verse?
Oh, there are
Chris Brown, Soulja Boy.
Them. Chris Brown, I believe he tweeted, Kanye, you a hoe.
100.
You say it again?
Chris,
Still on the,
I don't think
Chris Brown
no.
still on the album.
I don't think, is he?
From what I remember, no.
I don't remember hearing him at all.
I don't remember hearing them. I don't think so. So unless
That's the song he was supposed to be on. They had a feature on it, and then they cut it because
right, there were multiple songs that Kanye said, "Yo, come to the studio, come record this." And as far as we know, they came to the studio, they recorded their verse, they laid their verse or whatever, and it didn't show up on the album. Now we don't know if that was saved for a deluxe album. We don't know what the purpose was of him doing that, but a lot of artists are pissed. A lot of them are mad because they feel like they got duped. And it's like, yo, I came all the way from wherever the fuck where I was at, or I took my time out to, give you my talent and my juice on it, and you didn't even use it. And you said you would. So that's bullshit. But
plus they all know the value of a Kanye stamp.
Right.
So it's like, I would be pissed off too. Like, you made me come out of my comfort zone, come do this, expecting the Kanye stamp, and I don't even get it. And then Young Thug gets it.
Yeah.
Like, how did Young Thug get it over? But then again, Cudi got his. And Travis was on there too. Wasn't Travis on the album too?
Yeah, he was on it. I don't remember what song he was on.
The niggas was on there, right?
Yeah, he had features. Definitely.
Wait, is Travis on the Drake album too?
Yes.
Wow. Cudi,
first of all,
Lil Baby, Dirt,
right?
Travis.
On
These
both
niggas are getting paid.
Yeah.
Every money.
That's one thing I can say about Kanye and Drake. I'm not in the hip hop game, but shit.
Do you think
I respect to y'all for giving all of these African American gentlemen a bag, as the young people would say.
Two bags.
Two bags.
Hefty bags.
Hefty. Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
100.
Everybody is getting bread right now. Everybody's eating. It makes me smile from where I'm at in the couch of, Pittsburgh, and I'm broke as shit. But it's just like, damn. You're giving us something to talk about. You're making them get paid. Like, I respect that, man.
No, that's crazy.
But
what's your breakdown of the Kanye album, man?
Are you finished? You sure?
I'm done. Yeah, I told you two maybe three good songs.
Okay.
I did like the Conway West Side Gun one. There might be another one on there that I don't remember the name of. But the ones that Point Out for Sure.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Lauryn Hill sample. What's it called? When
Was it Believe What I Say?
Believe What I Say.
Mm-hmm.
That's one, and then Remote Control. That's the other.
Yeah.
And that's all I got for that entire 27 track album.
Okay. As far as Kanye West as an artist, man, we already know that he was a producer, beat maker, and everything, and he was just, you know what I'm saying? He made songs for Rockefeller and Jay-Z and everything, but he started like, you know, having meetings and just rapping around certain artists, and everybody's like, yo, I can rap. And they're like, we don't really give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cameron, you know what I'm saying, was hearing certain songs. He's like, yo, you really could rap a little bit. So Kanye got his way into the door as far as just making beats and being a producer. And then, you know what I'm saying, talking to the right people, they were like, yo, we can really like market you as an artist. Like, you're kind of good. So as far as I know, Kanye West was writing his own music, but then it just started, as his career started to progress, I guess once he got his foot in the door, he was like, okay, I don't really care about writing my own raps anymore. It's more about creating beautiful music, to the point where he started hiring other rappers to write for him. And it was just like, all right, I'm the producer. I'm making the beats and I'm producing great projects. I don't really give a fuck about being the world's most renowned artist of just, you mean, I'm a lyricist. He just stopped giving a fuck about that. And it's like, as a rapper, it's like I respected you until a point where you cared about that. And then when you stop, it's like, okay, all right, I still respect you because you're admitting that you really don't give a fuck about that. Now you're just trying to produce great music. So I put him in a different category. I don't really view him as a rapper anymore. I just view him as a music creator or a producer. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I can't have him in the same category as my Royce, my Cameron, my Joe Buttons. Like you're out of it already. So whatever. I was like, all right, let's see what this guy has to offer this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really into his gimmicks and his marketing schemes or whatever, but let's see what he actually produces. So I turn the album on, and you already know that Jay-Z and Kanye have this stigma behind them that, you mean, like, as far as like devil worshiping and religion and selling their soul or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's just, it's a little weary, but everybody has their little, you know what I'm saying, there's shit behind that. So when the album starts, it's a chant, and they're saying Donda, Donda, Donda. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of gives you an uneasy feeling, and it just starts to bring up that stigma that everybody's talking about. Like, mm-hmm. You mean, feeling weird, and it's just like, yo, this is making me feel weird. But I had to do some research, and the research let me know that the beat that was playing in the intro track was based off of the last heartbeats of his mother's life. So I was like, whoa, okay. Because I was thinking this is some evil shit that I'm hearing right now. I don't like this. But when I did more research to dig into it, I was like, oh, these heartbeats are based off the last heartbeats of his mother's life. So I mean, that's some creative musical genius type shit to just even put in, you mean, as respect to your mother, because a lot of people don't know that the name of the album, Donda, that's his mother's name. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I respect Kanye for doing that. That's a great tribute. So as far as everybody saying, I don't like this chant, it's like, man, that was
I did not know that.
Yeah, that was for his mom. So we can cut that shit the fuck out right now. And I respect him for that. So
100.
Give him some praise for that. But as far as listening to the whole album and picking out the songs that I like, it's just like, there weren't too much. I mean, as far as what I got written down here, he had a song called Savannah Bond. That was cool. Off the Grid.
Off the Grid is a good one, yeah.
Off the Grid is cool. Mm-hmm. Hurricane was okay. Lil Durk had a heartfelt verse that I guess was to his brother on the song called Jonah. That was cool. I like that. But as far as like the song overall, wasn't really, you mean? So Lil Yachty, I don't even remember what the song is called. I probably should have written that down. His verse was just off beat, man. It was off beat. And as soon as I heard it, you know that meme where they got the Caucasian fella on the airplane taking his headphones? I just want to throw him. I'm like, come on, bro. You're on Kanye's album. Like, get your shit together, bro. Like, I know you're not a lyricist, but as far as like music, Music is supposed to be something pleasing to the ears. So when you're off beat, to me, I don't give a fuck what the lyrics are. You could have wrote the best shit in the universe. If it does not match up with the beat, the music, that's the whole point. Get the fuck out of here. So that little Yachty verse made me sick. I was just like, come the fuck on, man. Another song that I felt was fire. Believe What I Say. That's the song with the Lauryn Hill sample. That shit, that's great, man. That's something that has replay value that I'm gonna play again. And Remote Control. That's flame, man. That's fire. But I have in my notes too. Same thing you said. Young Thug's verse. He could have had somebody else on that. He could have had anybody. Ty Dolla $ign. He could have had Travis Scott on there. He could have had Kid Cudi on there. Those are the people that should have been on it. But he chose Young Thug, and it sucked. So you dropped the ball with that. Come on, Kanye. you got that musical ear. You should have known that after you heard that, you should have took him off. But that's pretty much it, man. I got what? Savannah's Born, that's 1. Off the Grid, 2. Hurricane, 3. Believe What I Say, 4. Remote Control, 5. Everything else, to me, in my opinion, is forgettable. And a lot of the songs that he had on there weren't really songs. They were songs with gospel-esque choruses with open beats with no drums, just a lot of singing. And it just like there was no verse, there was no singing, there was no rapping. It was just a quick chant. You gotta praise him, and then just the beat playing, and it's just like, okay, this isn't a song. Like for example, it was he had a song on the album called No Child Left Behind, and it's just pianos, and then all of a sudden Kanye comes in saying he did a miracle on me 3 times, and it's like for 3.5 minutes. It's like, that's not a song, bro. That was, I just didn't like that, man. Other notable things on the album that I felt were positive. Ty Dolla $ign on a song called, I think it's called, pronounced Junya, Part 2, Junya, Junya. Ty Dolla $ign was at the end of that song. That was the saving grace for that song, but I don't really like it. But I would skip to his part to play again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. Overall, the vibe, it's strange, man. Kanye, I can't really tell when he's trolling or not, because he's a troll. So a lot of it seemed blasphemous. I don't know if he's really like, has found God to the point where he's really praising him in a sincere way. But a lot of it just seems unsincere. Like it seems fake. I don't know. It seems blasphemous to me. So I can't tell, man. And if it's not, then respect to him. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the vibe that I got from it. Yeah, man. I got about 5 tracks and 2 of them that are fire. So, you mean out of 27 songs, that's bad. That's very bad. That's bad. It's a very bad grade. It's an hour and 48 minutes, and I feel like only 15 minutes of that album are worth really listening to. So as far as the replay value, I'm not really looking forward to playing it again. I don't really feel like I'm going to. It's just Believe What I Say and Remote Control will definitely get a playback for sure for a long time.
I agree wholeheartedly. Believe What I Say and Remote Control. That's it. And it's funny too, because I don't know if Kanye plans to release a deluxe album version of this album, but he had a lot of artists come to the studio, or even if they didn't come to the studio, they laid a verse and sent it to him. And a lot of people are upset. Chris Brown called him a hoe because he's not on he wasn't on the final version of the album. And it seemed like Soulja Boy was the most upset, man. I don't know what songs that he was supposed to be on. Oh, it said Remote Control. Oh, you motherfucker. You took Chris Brown off Remote Control? Oh, no, wait. Soulja Boy was supposed to be on Remote Control.
Okay, well, he might have did right with that one.
Thank you. Wow.
Respect to Kanye.
It might have been hard though.
What? No.
There's no way.
So does it say what song Chris Brown was supposed to be featured on?
Yeah, I had the list actually.
Okay.
Let's see this list.
If Chris Brown wasn't on the list of the songs that I have listed here, then it probably wouldn't have been Saving Grace. It doesn't matter. You scared me though, because you had me thinking that Chris Brown was supposed to be featured on Remote Control, because he would have went nuts.
That would have been fucking crazy.
That would have been delicious. But yeah, Soulja Boy, he called Kanye West. He called him a picklehead. He said, "Yo, can you really fight, man? Because I want to box." He just said, "I might tweet about you for the rest of my life because I'm furious." Now, he was saying a lot of shit, and it was just like, damn. He's really hurt about this, man.
Is the song called New Again still on the track list? No.
New Again? As far as what I have written down, no. So it doesn't fucking matter.
One after Jesus Lord. That was the Chris Brown. That was the Chris Brown song.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Just cut the whole song out of the album.
No, New Again's on there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's under right after Jesus Lord.
Yeah,
Okay, Jesus Lord is the long ass song with Jay Electronica, or am I wrong about that?
Yeah.
And it's even longer because at
the end he did a part two of the same verses.
Same verses, but the locks with a locks feature.
I'm really.
No, I don't understand. I also had something to say about that too. Like when the locks recorded that verse, or they sent it in. Excuse me, because that was clearly a send in.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think was the motivation behind that? Do you think the verses was the motivation behind that?
Absolutely. So he was using the momentum of the verses to push. To push his album. And it's just like, you know what? The Locks killed Dipset in this verses, so shit, I might as well put them on the album to, get some more recognition for my shit. So, whatever. I mean, as a whole, I really don't like this album. I don't think it's anything special as far as what you've done as far as building up to this album. Like, it was just such a masterpiece. I feel like you failed. I know you were going to war with Drake as far as what this album was going to do for music, and I really feel like it didn't really do much. You dropped the ball on that, and hey, man, respect to Kanye, but this ain't it for me. You know what I'm saying? As far as how everybody else feels about it, hey, I hope you like it, but I don't. But certified, man. What? Certified Lover Boy, bro. That shit came out today. Well, it actually came out at 2 a.m. And I was tired as fuck. Drake, I know you that nigga, bro, but come on, man.
What? Predictable.
Don't do no shit like that again, man. Everybody's shit's supposed to drop at midnight. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You fucking hacked ESPN or whatever the fuck gimmick you did as far as saying, you know what, my album's coming out, blah, blah, blah. You did the little cryptic purge, jigsaw messages and shit. Whatever. That was cool. That was a good little marketing scheme. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro, don't do that shit again, man. 2 a.m. I looked at my phone at 12:02. I was on Spotify. Like, where the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? But it didn't come till 2 a.m. But I didn't listen to it until like 4 p.m. today. But
100.
Can't stun. I'm glad I did, man. Let's get into it. How did you feel about this album? You listened to it, right?
I listened to it. I listened to it at 4:00 in the morning, washing clothes at a laundromat.
Okay.
And so I was able to really listen to it. Mm-hmm. Like I was in my car or I had my headphones in. So I was able to really, really, really get a decent feel with the music. And it's good. God damn, it's good. Mm-hmm. I'm not even a Drake nigga. You know that, man. I'm not a Drake guy. I'm a huge R&B person, but Drake a lot of times his music doesn't hit a lot of sliders for me, but I appreciate his skill. I'm not no hater type nigga that won't acknowledge that he is God tier. You know what I mean? There's a reason why he's the most streamed artist ever in the history of ever, or the most, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Whatever. The nigga's accolades hold up because his skill set matches, you know what I mean, whatever he gets. But this album right here, there's a few things I was expecting. Well, I would say one major one. Again, this is my hip hop brain, and hearing little, rumblings of this from this person or rumblings from that from this person. Mm-hmm. So, Benny the Butcher, it was rumored that, they would be making they're creating music together, right?
Right.
Who knows how many tracks are at the very least something between the two was made. Mm-hmm. And I was really hyped for this album because I thought that we will be getting that on this one.
100.
Right?
Me too.
But no Benny feature at all. And if I could say, there's not really too many rapidy rap tracks on here at all. Maybe one, maybe two. I know
that's subjective.
Champagne Poetry.
Mm-hmm.
That's a rapidy rap.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the beat change. Well, no, yeah. And what else? There's a lot of songs on here too. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. 7 a.m. on Bridle Path.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get to that. That's definitely rapidy rap. He went off on that.
God damn. But yeah, but there's if we're going to compare this to Kanye's joint, throw Kanye's album out the window and then turn the volume up on Drake's joint.
Yeah.
If you could spare remote control, but no, I'm really feeling Drake's album.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of good music, man. A lot of fucking good music.
And that's the thing. I want to add on to that. I'm not really an R&B person either. Mm-hmm. Not at all. I love to sing. I don't feel like I have the talent for singing. I love to sing as just, it's just a personal thing. Just like how people like to sing in the shower and they might sound terrible. I like to sing, but I'm not sitting here trying to record a song or whatever. And I don't have that talent. But I'm not really an R&B guy. I don't like slow, sensual songs about emotions and feelings and trying to sing a girl's panties off. That's just not what I'm into. I don't know. There's two genres of music that people will look at me like, yo, you really feel that way? And that's, first of all, I was raised in a religious household. I believe the message of God. I'm a Christian. I believe the messages of, of God and everything. I read the Bible and all of that. But when it comes to music and the instruments that they choose to use in gospel music, I fucking hate it. Not to sound like a heathen, I fucking hate gospel music. I despise it. I hate hearing it. It puts me in a bad mood. It absolutely does the opposite of what the music is made to do. Dead ass. I can't stand it.
100.
And that sounds crazy as me being a Christian. I'm not a heathen. I'm not a devil worshiper or nothing like that. I just don't like gospel music. As far as R&B, I don't like R&B music either. I respect the people that do R&B, that sing R&B music. I respect it wholeheartedly. And I love singing. I love melodies and harmonizing and all of that. And Drake is I don't know if I would put Drake in the R&B category, but I just put him in a different category as far as his harmonizing, his singing. Like, I don't know. But the album was definitely a lot softer than what I thought, but it's to be expected. The album's called Certified Lover Boy, and he sings. So the whole album should be expected to be a whole bunch of soft shit. But me, as a person, I don't have to relate to the music that I'm listening to as far as it to view it to be as good, or I don't care. I don't feel like I relate to any artist I listen to. I don't sell drugs. I don't fight people. I'm not a pimp. I don't get a whole bunch of bitches and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But relatability is not a skill to me, but it is an effortless skill that Drake holds. He sings a lot about his emotions and his feelings and shit that he's been through. And it's shit that a lot of humans go through, and it lines up. So when that happens, it does hit a little bit harder. But yeah, man. Starting off this album, Champagne Poetry. It's like, damn, I got a couple tracks that I got written down as far as like shit that I view as fire. And I only listened to the album once. So this is my first go through. So I got Champagne Poetry. I got Poppy's Home. Oh, man. I got TSU. I got No Friends in the Industry. I got Knife Talk. 7 a.m. on Bridle Path. And that was the rapidy rap Kanye murder track. It was a diss track. He went off on that song. There's so many quotables. There's so many lines in that song directed towards Kanye. And it's just like, damn. As far as I know, Kanye really ain't in his writing bag anymore. I mean, he makes songs, so he still has to write some music. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if he has the talent to combat with this anymore, man.
There isn't many, if any, that can combat him.
And
as far as like this mainstream, yeah, I mean, the mainstream and streaming shit,
right?
Yeah, he's got a son.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that don't like Drake's music because one, it's just, I don't know. I guess it's just the male ego. When a nigga gets a lot of women, man, everybody's hating on him. It's like, damn, my girl likes him, my mom likes him, my daughter likes him. I hate this nigga, and I know if he was around, he would take my girl. It's like, it's the jealousy, envious type bullshit, and it's the he's soft type. You mean, I don't want to listen to this. I want to listen to the hardcore, thuggish, ruggish, uppercut somebody, I'll shoot you. Like, everybody just feels like, a lot of people feel like, you know what I mean, it's not tough enough for me. I feel vulnerable. I feel soft. And Drake makes that type of music, so they don't want to support it. But he's just, in my opinion, he's undeniable, man. You got to cut that shit out, man. Like, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, on 7 a.m. on Bridle Path, man, he was talking to Kanye, and I don't think Kanye can do anything with that. I wanted to play like just a quick little snippet of that song, man. If you wanted to, you mean, let the listeners get a little feel of what was going on there.
What's the timestamp?
2:29 is where it started for me, when I was just like, oh, he's in another type of bag. And that's the thing, man. Ever since that Quentin Miller shit, when he used a reference track as far as the chorus, and he took like a couple lines from that song for the theme of the song, everybody tries to say, oh, well, Drake had a ghostwriter, so he can never be put in the same category as a Jay-Z or a super lyricist because he used, and it's like, bro, what are we really talking about, bro? Okay, so since he used those reference tracks, we're going to discredit Drake for all the shit that he really wrote. You can't sit here and tell me that somebody ghost wrote this verse for him. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to excuse all the other shit that he actually did write. No, I don't give a fuck about those Quentin Miller reference tracks. Respect to Quentin Miller, but he's not writing this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, Drake was just going off on this, man. Of course, he has his one dance type bop vibe songs on here. He got
Afro beats and stuff.
Yeah, it's a song called Fountains on here. Nigga, I was about to crash driving home because I was driving, bro. I was driving to that song like this with the steering wheel, acting like that's not what's controlling my car. Like, he just got shit on here, man. And he got another song. He went and got one of the harmonizing gods, bro.
What? 100.
He went and got Cudi and put him on his shit too.
He did.
This song is what? IMY2. So I'm guessing it's I Miss You Too. That's what I guess it would stand for.
Maybe, yeah.
Got Cudi. It's just harmonizing greatness, bro. That's all it is, man.
Kanye, how could you miss that opportunity?
I don't understand it either, man. He dropped the ball with that. But
how?
Drake picked it up. And he got You Only Live Twice. That's the song with Rick Ross and Lil Wayne. Drake went crazy on that shit. I mean, Ross came in on some shit too, but Drake and Wayne's verse were definitely in another world. And I was just like, man, I'm not even particularly a Wayne fan. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Wayne is 50-50 for me. Wayne is 50% great, 50% ass. He'll say something so incredible, and then the next line he says things like "Rest in peace, Apollo Creed." That actor's still alive. Like, what are you talking about? I'm leaning like a three-legged lion. What three-legged lions you seen? Just a bunch of punchlines that I just be like, shut the fuck up. What? You know what I'm saying? And he gets discredited too because, I mean, in his era of hotness, I mean, it was alleged that Gilly the Kid was writing for him too. So it's like, whatever. But we can't take away from what Wayne has done and what we know him to write on his own. You know what I'm saying? He's a great artist, but whatever. I mean, first listen, that's what I got. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's our first listen. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's way better than Kanye in that ratio. You know what I mean? I did feel a type of way though when I listened to Girls Want Girls. I mean, if you go to 120 on Girls Want Girls, there's a part where I feel like he took my melody, man. He took my style. Not that Drake is really on my Instagram listening to how I sing in the car, but it's like, damn, I do this all the time. What the fuck?
Is it 120?
120, yeah, let that shit play, man. That second part, that I don't know. Who the fuck you heard do that? Me.
That's you,
I put
nigga.
that in all of my shit.
That's you, nigga.
So when I heard that, I was like,
What? Predictable.
I'm like, come on, bro. You bite my swag, bro.
Oh shit!
You mean you on my shit, man?
Don't tell Drake that.
But I don't know, man. First listen, I feel like it's a great album, man. I love the Jay-Z verse on what's that song called? Is it All Love or something? I actually don't like the song though. I don't like the song, but I love the Jay-Z verse, man. He was talking. He was just basically breaking down friendship and the expectations of that people have for him, man. He was pissed. It sounded like he was mad, man. Yeah.
I ain't got no side of the beef. I ain't my beef.
Nah, for real. It was crazy. I don't like the song, but I definitely like the verse. He said, only thing we respect now is violence. Anything besides this, we playing violence. Like, I love wordplay. It sounds like he's saying violence twice, but he's saying violence and then violence. Like, I love shit like that, man. But as far as the album, I liked it first listen. So I'm gonna go back and listen to it again. This nigga Drake, man, he broke records, man. It's the most streamed album in a single day on Apple in history. Like, that's fucking nuts. And he has his entire 21 songs on the album is it's the top 21 songs on Apple right now.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking crazy, man. And I fuck with Drake because he gets in so many different bags as far as flows and everything. Like the song TSU, man, that is God tier melody, man. And I always explain this, but you know my favorite type of rap is when somebody can say the same thing and it means two different things. Like he said, my mom was on disability. Now we getting paid from disability. Like shit like that. I love bars like that, bro. Like for anybody to say that he really wasn't rapping on it, you're not listening, man. And even on the song TSU, he has God tier melody. Like from the start, you're just like, yo, he's really harmonizing. And he said he had a bar from that when he said, I got a Drake in the studio, and I don't mean I'm in this bitch. Basically talking about the Draco, the gun. Like I love shit like that, man. But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of fucking caption quotables that everybody is going to be posting. People are going to be using. For sure. People are going to be using excuses to post picture now just to take quotes from this album, man. But it's a good album, man. But we're gonna say what K Dot has to do or has to say about it.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be over
because he got. I mean, you feel like he's just about to wash everybody?
Yeah, I think absolutely, wholeheartedly. Maybe not. Well, Drake, I feel like. Well, Kendrick's gonna be rapping, right? Mm-hmm. I also feel like the Cerberus, Cole, Drake, Kendrick. Mm-hmm. I feel like they're so in their own league that I don't even like pitting them against each other.
Okay.
I feel like everybody has their lane in what they do.
Right.
Yeah, I mean everybody, they provide a service. They provide a sound that only they can create, right? Mm-hmm. So I can't put Drake's sound up against Kendrick's sound because it's like, how do you compare? How do I say this song's better than that song when it's like two totally different things? You feel me? Mm-hmm. Same with Cole. Add Cole to the mix, like he's the same way. So I mean, but I'm more of a Kendrick fan than I am a Drake fan. Like, you know what I mean, by a decent amount. And I'm just waiting for Kung Fu Kenny to come through and literally karate chop everybody the fuck out the box.
Well, I mean, I've gave my opinion on Kendrick Lamar multiple times, but just to reiterate, I can't say that I'm the biggest fan. I love rapidy rap, and I love shit that puts you in just you have to listen to it over and over and over again. You get different gems and everything, and I agree. I recognize Kendrick's talent, but I have my gripes with certain artists for my reasons. And if we're talking about Kendrick Lamar in particular, I never really was a big fan of his music because I felt like the alien switching of the voices all the time was not my bag.
I love that shit.
I hate it. I can't stand it because it's just like, all right, you're rapping one way and then all of a sudden you're just turning into some. It's like, yo, no, I hate that. I think that shit is so. You said you don't like it either, Rob? I think that shit is so corny to me. Like, once in a while, cool, but it's just not. I respect the different flow patterns. You know what I'm saying? The flow switch, that's applauded. If you can switch how you rap, you know what I'm saying? I respect that the most. But as far as you just turning into a different person, I don't know. I don't like that. I'm not gonna get on the track and rap like, yo, I'm out here. Then all of a sudden, I'm out here. It's like that shit's fucking corny, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of people like that. I'm one person, so what I'm saying might not mean shit to anybody. So, I mean, that's just me. But I recognize Kendrick's talent, and I know that he can rap. So, whatever he puts out, I'm tuned in. I'm gonna see what he has to say, and yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Drake's album, first listen, is pretty good, man, and I'm eager to listen to it again. See what else is on there, man. So, K-Dot, it's up to you now. I still hold Cole's album was a masterpiece. Let's not forget that.
Oh my
you know
God,
what I mean?
yeah.
That's
what I mean.
I still have Cole, and he's in the number one spot to me. I love Drake's album. It's only been a day, so as far as like trying to Kanye's in last place. Sorry, bro. Donda is a dud. You know what I'm saying? So Kanye's in last place, but right now I still have Cole in number one. I listened to his album like 18 times, and every single song was just like, come on, bro.
100.
So he's winning right now, but we're gonna see if Drake can take that spot after a few more listens, and then we're just waiting on K-Dot, man. That's how I feel about it.
For sure.